Shot Put, our last event, really shook things up. Polygon had been criticized week in and week out for good reason, but showed up in a big way last week, winning the event. Other underdogs, such as Shockwave and Limelight, took second and third respectively. However, this result allowed Helios to continue to lead, which is something he's done since the very first event. Now, we set our sights on the playground. I'm Rick O'Shea, and this is Marble Mayhem. The home stretch of Marble Mayhem and event number 6 of 8, we see the seesaw. 2 groups of 6 marbles are going to go in our heats. Each group will advance 3 marbles to the final, but one at a time. Eventually, the last marble standing is going to be crowned the winner. We'll begin with heat number 1, which consists of Helios, Brain Freeze, Wormhole, Dragon's Breath, Polygon, and Shockwave. Your goal is to be the last marble standing, and the last marble out of the holding cell is Polygon, so that's off to a good start. And there goes Dragon's Breath off the hole immediately. So Dragon's Breath will not advance in this first round. Very close on the right side, that is Shockwave holding on. Helios furthest to the left. Good spot right now for Wormhole and Polygon. Wormhole is the furthest towards the middle, and now Helios and Polygon are going to switch. Moving Polygon and Shockwave as the 2 furthest on either side of this seesaw. Everybody holding steady. There goes Helios off to the left side. Oh, what a save by Helios. But Helios is continuing to struggle, trying to regain grip, and successful. And there goes Brain Freeze is out off the right side. All of a sudden, now Wormhole in some trouble. Polygon off to the right side, trying to hold steady. That's not going to work. Polygon is out. It's down to Helios, Wormhole, and Shockwave for the first of our 6 finalists, and it will not be Wormhole. Wormhole is out. It's between Shockwave and Helios, who have both had close calls. Who's going to hold on long enough to win Heat 1 from group number 1 and advance to the final? 6 marbles will move through. We're about to find out who the first will be. Helios right in the middle. The 2 are going to connect. Helios moves off to the left side. Brain Freeze to the right side. Who's going to hold on longer? It's going to be... well, we're not going to find out yet. Both sides are going to calm it back down. A game of survival. Who will survive long enough to advance to the final? Helios is very close off to that left side, but holding on long enough. And that time it's going to be enough. Helios is out. Shockwave wins heat number 1 for group 1. So Shockwave is on to the final. And we move now to heat 2. Our first chance to see the other 6. Or I'm sorry, this is still group 1. So heat number 2 between now Helios, Brain Freeze, Wormhole, Dragon's Breath, and Polygon. Helios very close off to the left side. Off is Polygon. That's 1 down. 3 more will fall before we have our second finalist from group number 1. Helios right on the edge. Dragon's Breath is gone. Helios is gone. It's between Brain Freeze and Wormhole. Just like that, 2 more marbles are out. Brain Freeze and Wormhole connecting with each other. Wormhole off the right end and able to restabilize. But a good spot right now for Brain Freeze to be in. Connecting with another marble has proved costly a couple of times already through just the first heat and so far what we've seen in this second heat. Brain Freeze is right in the middle of the seesaw. Now Brain Freeze moves off to the left. Wormhole trying to stay steady. Wormhole looked confident and pretty good at the beginning and throughout most of that first heat before eventually falling off the right side. Right now, the 2 marbles basically splitting the difference between the middle. A lot of action. Brain Freeze up and down, up and down. Wormhole staying rather steady. Oh, this is going to be trouble for Brain Freeze. Brain Freeze trying to stay steady. Wormhole having an easy time right now. Somebody's going to have to falter, though. And eventually, when that happens, we will find out who will be our second finalist. Brain Freeze off to the left side. A lot of bouncing up and down off the seesawing up to the top end, which causes a lot of friction, but continuing to stay steady is Brain Freeze. Wormhole has not had any tough chances until really at all in this entire second heat. This is very close, Brain Freeze, and that's it. Brain Freeze unable to hold on with Wormhole. Wormhole just dominant and very steady that entire time. So Wormhole joins Shockwave in the final, and it's down to Helios, Brain Freeze, Dragon's Breath, and Polygon. Brain Freeze is out just like that after a second place run. Polygon and Helios, Polygon is out. And it's down to Dragon's Breath, who was the worst in each of the first two heats, and the current leader, Helios. Helios off to the left side and very close. Gonna need some help from the seesaw to stay in it. Off to the right side, it's gonna be close. Oh, what a save by Helios. And Dragon's Breath is off the right side, and Helios, the overall standings leader, able to hold on and sneak through, joining Wormhole and Brain Freeze. And wow, just like that, Mic Drop is out. Watch out for Waterfront off to the left side. Gets a little bit of help from the seesaw and survives. There goes Igneous. Igneous is out. Now Waterfront is out, and it's down to Shimmer, Thanos, and Limelight. And Shimmer is out. Limelight is out, and very quickly Thanos wins Heat 1 for the second grouping and advances to the final. That was very quick. Comparatively, Group 1 lasted a lot longer than at least the first heat for Group number 2. Limelight off to the left side trying to stay on. Limelight having a little bit of trouble. Mic Drop, who fell very early in Heat number 1, just got saved by the seesaw. Same can be said for Waterfront on the left side of the screen. Limelight is going to bounce off the left side, try to stay in. There goes Igneous. Igneous is out. Waterfront is going to stay on. What a save. At least for the time being, Waterfront almost loses, and there goes Mic Drop off the end. Down to 3, Shimmer, Waterfront, and Limelight. Limelight's in the middle. Shimmer just fell off to the right side. And it's down to Waterfront and Limelight. Waterfront nearly fell off to the left side, but got saved a couple of times with some lucky hits from the seesaw. And now just trying to shove Limelight off the right side. It might work. It is going to work. Limelight falls, and Waterfront advances to the final. And it brings us to our final heat. Who will become the final finalist? Shockwave, Wormhole, Helios, Thanos, and Waterfront are in. Shimmer, Mic Drop, Limelight, and Igneous fighting for the final spot. Limelight nearly fell off to the left side in a dangerous spot. Limelight again staying close. Oh, it's oh so close, and this time it's not going to be enough. Limelight is out. Igneous to the right side. Mic Drop and Shimmer are to the right, and Mic Drop falls off to the left. This is huge for Shimmer. If Shimmer is able to advance to the final and continue to put pressure on Helios. Bouncing back towards the middle now. Igneous, who has severely struggled after finishing in third in the initial jousting event. Trying for a little bit of redemption here. They make a little bit of contact. Both stay very steady right in the middle of the seesaw right now with Shimmer. Off to the right side is Igneous. Both staying steady. Neither side wants to give in. This has been the longest running heat out of group number 2. After the first group went very well, close up to the end, and Igneous is off. And Shimmer grabs the final spot in the finale, which will take us to the bottom half of the bracket. This will determine the 7th through 12th place finishers. In our consolation bracket, Mic Drop, very quick out of the basket. Not really what you want to get out of the holding cell that quickly. Limelight is off to the right side, gets saved by the right side of the seesaw there. Mic Drop, oh, another save. Now Igneous in a little bit of trouble. Igneous able to hold on. Everybody trying to calm down a little bit. Mic Drop, Igneous, Limelight all with very close brushes. And now off to the right side, or to the left side rather, and out is Brain Freeze. Brain Freeze, I should beg your pardon there, will finish in last. And Limelight will drop to 11th. Polygon rolling off to the left side, looking for a little bit of help. The help didn't help very well. Polygon still holding on. Everybody try to stay calm. Polygon needs to stay where they are and get back on towards the middle. Oh, it's close, and there goes Igneous. Igneous will finish in 10th. Mic Drop, who struggled in the heats trying to get as much as they can. Mic Drop drops. Finishing in 9th, it's between Dragon's Breath, who struggled, and Polygon, who was up and down in their respective heats, who will fight for 7th. While the finalists watch on, waiting for their chance to be crowned the champion of the Seesaw. Both marbles moving at a pretty rapid pace. All the way to the right side, all the way to the left side is Polygon, and Polygon drops before Dragon's Breath has the chance to. So Dragon's Breath will finish in 7th, winning the consolation bracket. And now all sights turn to the final. One of these 6 will win. It's Shockwave who comes out first. Helios all the way to the left side. Helios up by 4 points on Waterfront, coming in. 7 points on Shimmer. Those are the 3 of the top 5 that are in this final. Helios off to the left side. Helios in a lot of trouble. Thanos in trouble to the right side. Helios trying to get it back. Ooh, contact between Shockwave and Helios is off. 6th place for the points leader, and that might change. Both Shimmer and Waterfront, 3rd and 2nd respectively, have a chance to make up ground on the leader. Wormhole is to the right side. Shockwave is closest on the left, but that's pretty close to the middle. A lot of bouncing up and down between Wormhole and Shimmer. Shimmer saves it for the moment. Well done on the save by Shimmer. And now attention draws to Waterfront off to the left side. Waterfront's in trouble and gets saved there on the left side. And now, another save, but there goes Waterfront. Knocked out by Shockwave, who was the first to advance. Shockwave, essentially one-handed, just knocked out Waterfront. And we're down to 4. Shockwave, who has been on here the least out of anybody. I guess really Wormhole was the least. Or Thanos, I should say, was the quickest to get out of the heat. Both of the marbles who advanced first. There goes Shimmer. We're down to 3. And out of those 3, Shockwave, who advanced in the first heat of Group 1, and Thanos, who advanced in the first heat of Group 2, are still both in. Shockwave off to the left side, very close to that edge. In the middle right now is Thanos. Shockwave trying to get a little bit of traction, and nothing there. Shockwave with a whiff, and it's down to Wormhole and Thanos. Thanos off to the left side, and that is it. Thanos is done. And Wormhole, with contact with Thanos, Thanos came down on Wormhole and could not get any help. On the replay, it's a knockout for Wormhole and a win. A crazy event, as that one was back and forth. Thanos finishes in 2nd, Shockwave 3rd, Shimmer 4th, Waterfront in 5th, and Helios finishes in 6th. Out of that final, Dragon's Breath wins the consolation bracket. We have the box escape coming up as event number 7 as we are coming down the straightaway and coming back around to the finish line. It is close as we are down to just 2 more events. Box escape is coming up next. Helios, it gets a little bit closer. Waterfront and Shimmer unable to capitalize on Helios. Brain Freeze dropping all the way down. Shockwave passes Brain Freeze, but it's Helios by 3 on Waterfront. Up by 5 on Shimmer, Thanos, and Wormhole. It's close right there. And then Dragon's Breath with 40 points, back to Shockwave with 39. 2 more events will determine a champion. It is anybody's race as we try to finish this one up in the first season of Marble Mayhem. We have Box Escape coming up next, but until then, I'm Ricochet, and you've been watching Marble Mayhem on MSPN.